Okay, here we are again, back in Mittenraum, the Empire of the Grey Knights. So, what we got here is a nice little veil, and there's me clicking in the background because I've forgotten to mute my stream every sodding time. So, yeah, a nice little veil you can see here. Some hills have formed on either side. This tower predates the road, and the road predates the buildings. These new buildings. The road goes to the central city, just not too far east of here, in fact. While riding this road recently, I decided that this location really needed something. When you carry on going west, there are fewer and fewer builds for quite some time until you actually hit the Western Empire properly. So I decided it just needed something, so I came back here. The main, fort slash manor house, I don't know what to call these things. This was gone up over the last few days. Started doing these small houses yesterday. I got a couple of spots here for some more. And I do need, I'm not sure what, but I do need to put a building on this side of the hill. It won't be as big as this, but I do want to put something there. This bridge kind of ends in the middle of nowhere at the moment. So the reason that the reason that the bridge, the tower is here, is because the underground railway system is actually directly under here, basically. It's the railway system was done quite some time ago now, so the tower was used as an exit point for it. There are a few places like that, so yeah, you can see. Having done all that twisting and turning, I'm not actually sure which way I'm facing now. According to this, that is west. So going this way will take you straight back to the Western Empire. Not too sure actually. This line is a direct line. It will take you all the way back to the final stop. This line will stop at other buildings, which, from here, I have a suspicion is only the Wildway Abbey. So, yeah. So yeah, this has been here a little while. The road would have come along much later. And then just decorating for the sake of decorating, make it more interesting to come across and ride down. Which is pretty much what happened. I was minding my own business, riding down the road for a video, quite a long video. It took 44 minutes to ride from the Western Empire to the Northern Empire. The roadway, it was a lot less decorated than I thought it was, and I felt somewhat embarrassed making a video of the journey when the journey didn't really amount to very much. Okay, so most of these buildings have been set to the same grid line, odd numbers to be specific. It's pretty standard. Some buildings some of the older buildings particularly, I've put up without much regard for what grid references they were sat on, and that can get in the way when you come back later. In this instance, I went out of my way to make sure that it was actually odd numbers, and I'm just trying to stick to that. It's not particularly essential. It's good when you're actually making one build, you want to make sure that everything connects together the way that it's supposed to. But these separate houses like this, it's a bit pointless. Having said that, everything is matched to the same grid up to this point, and then here, it looks like I might actually have to abandon it, because I kind of like the fact that they're either side of the road like this. Yeah, I mean, we go like that, and then... Okay. Okay, so I could solve this by actually moving the road. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm going to knock down... Well, I'll have to knock down some of these trees as I muck around, because there's some of them are just going to be simply in the way, but I try to be sparing about doing things like that, because apart from anything else, the trees are helping make this little section here work better. You know, it's a little foresty vale with a few houses and the main settlement, and the trees just help sell it. You know, so I don't want to go crazy knocking them down. I try to preserve as much of the original game world as possible. No real reason for this, just something I do, to be honest. I'm not sure how much further I want to take this house back. The houses have been getting bigger as we go through, but I want to stop here. Like, this house is going to be the biggest one, and then there'll be 1, 2, maybe 3 smaller ones, and then that will be it. It will stop. Maybe I can get something up here. A water wheel, maybe? That might be good. I'm sort of exploring, sort of working out the landscape, seeing what else can fit in. Take a look at this and think, yeah, maybe I can put some sort of tower on top. Could just be a beacon. I don't know. But that's the sort of thing I do. This is the way I approach it. The layout, the floor plan for this house was entirely defined by the layout of the hill, really. You know, I filled it out as best I could to fit into the space that was available. So that's where the shape comes from. I mean, it just so happens that this particular piece was a very nice, large, flat area, so you get a nice big space like this to build in. Anyway, let's put up a house. So, yeah, so the houses are slightly different from what I might normally put up. At least in the terms of the block usage, the way that the blocks are laid out. Let me show you here with these ones. And they obviously have this foundation that they're starting with, which is cobblestone. Like this. This is just very different from the way that I will do this sort of thing. But I'm trying to make these look as simple as possible. It's going to sound weird, but yeah, I mark where the trees were that I knocked down. It's some bizarre state of mind I have where I need to convince myself that if somehow in the past in the future I wanted to knock it all down, I would know exactly where all the trees have been growing. I mean, like, seriously. I can't even imagine the circumstances that would lead me to want to knock down my entire empire, or even part of the empire. It's like I'd sooner just pretend it didn't exist and go work somewhere else. But anyway, that's my level of insanity for you. You know, creative people, I can guarantee you, they've all got something wrong with them in the head. I've actually got a lot wrong with me in the head. Let's not dwell on that. That's no good. Okay, so I tend to prefer to, if I'm going to, I will post short 10 to 12 minute videos to YouTube after I'm done streaming. I've taken to providing a sort of wrap up, a sort of introductory commentary review of whatever it is I've been working on. And when that's done, I tend to go silent for a while, which I'm going to do now.